What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be beginning a new Shopify dropshipping series where we build a store and we create a store. But this time, a little bit different than the few other past times, I'm actually going to be explaining things a little bit more as I go. All right, so in the past, I talked a lot about site design and how that can improve your conversion rate. I want to bring it down to the crux just a little bit more this time and talk about different things. So, episode 1. You're not going to see me, pick a theme or things like that. We're actually going to start at the very, very beginning where everybody should start, and that's product selection. When you start a business, selecting the right product is crucially important. And you guys are going to see me doing that live. Now, I've done this a little bit to an extent previously, but I'm going to do this live so that we can go through it step by step by step so that everybody's following through the process. And maybe some of you guys are advanced. Maybe some of you guys are like on step 10 right now, step 20, step 100, step million, whatever step you guys are on. Right now, I'm on step 1, which is finding the right product. The right product is what's right for you. And this is something that you guys are going to realize is that there's no winning product. There's no such thing as a winning product. Now, yes, like I said, there are some products that will sell better than others, but there is no winning product. Not only do I believe this, but other research of other companies who do Shopify state the same thing. And if you really dive deep into what Shopify preaches and what Shopify teaches, they believe the same thing to its core, right? They give the platform for people to just sell any product if they want to, right? At the end of the day, it's in Shopify's interest for the clients to actually be successful and have selling products, because if they have selling products, they're going to keep their stores open, and if they keep their stores open, Shopify gets paid. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So I'm selecting these neon lights. Now, I want to go ahead and say something. In the back of my head, I know that people buy these products. So honestly, if I really wanted to just start a brand without doing any kind of real market research, I honestly could. But I'm going to be doing some market research just to prove to you guys that this, this product is a good product. And you could do the same thing for your businesses too. Now, there's really only 2 tools you need. Honestly, only one, but, you kind of do what you want. So figure out a product that you like to sell. You have to have some kind of background information, some kind of knowledge, something behind the product, right? That's going to spark up an idea. That idea that you get is then you're going to take that idea and do some research. So for me, I like to go on Google Trends. So what Google Trends is going to show me is if there's a trend behind the idea. So if you could see here, I search the keyword lighting, I search neon light, and I search neon lights, okay? Now, they're a little bit different, and I'm just going to go ahead and search one more keyword here, neon lighting, okay? And also neon light sign, okay? But anyways, after searching all this, I just want to show you guys the difference in product, okay? So based on Google Trends, there's 2 things we really want to watch out for here. The first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to have to just come to a pure realization. What do I mean by that? So you have to realize if your product is trending or if it's not. And to be honest, it's honestly irrelevant because there will always be a base customer need, which I'll show you in a few minutes, okay? Basically what this concept is that you as an entrepreneur, as a business person, you have a product idea in mind, okay? You want to see if this product is trending. I'll give you an example. Silly bands. Let me go ahead and search silly bands here for you, okay? Let me search images. These images right here, you guys know silly bands, right? These were a trend at one point. Everybody loved them. Everybody, wanted to buy them, right? And they were a very, very high trend. What's another example of a trend? I would say the hoverboards, right? We can search them on AliExpress. Hoverboards. Let's go ahead and search those. Hoverboards, right? Something like this. This was a trend. Or this product right here. This was a trending type product. And these hoverboards, guys, what happens is you have an extremely high demand for them at one point, and the demand dies down. But that doesn't mean the demand is non-existent. Now, why does this matter, and how does this relate to a winning product? Let me explain. At one point with these hoverboards, there were few competitors selling them, and with the product that the competitors who were selling them, they had a higher chance of making sales. Hence, it was a winning product, right? The demand was extremely high. However, if you go here in 2021, the demand for a hoverboard, and we could just show you, right? If we open, let's go ahead and open this in a new tab, right? And let's search for the keyword hoverboard, right? Hoverboard died down. You could see here in 2021, the desire died down. 2020 was at its peak. It reached another peak back in early 2020. So you could see here how the demand is essentially dying down. If we compare the last 5 years for the search of hoverboard, you could see there is a spike consistently. And this is very odd and very interesting. But back to what I was saying. With the hoverboards, this was a trend that died down. That doesn't mean that here or here, people weren't making sales. They probably were, but the demand was lower. Now, let me explain. If we go over here to neon lighting, I just want to generally see any big dips or any essentially falls. The reason why that's important is because if I can understand the market, then I can understand what my expectancy behind my sales are. So if we look here, the keyword lighting is a very broad keyword term when it comes down to products for sale, right? Especially, if we search lighting here, lighting could mean anything. It could mean car lights. It could mean, lights at your house. It could mean some kind of cube with a light on it. It could mean, LED lights. It can mean so many different things. It can mean a ring light for your phone. Just so many different things, right? But if we search lighting here, there's a huge discrepancy in trend. So let's go ahead and remove the outlier, and let's remove that wide range keyword term, also known as a short keyword, right? Or short tail keyword. Let's go ahead and remove that. And let's hit remove here. And now we have a neon light, neon lights, neon lighting, and neon light sign. And you can see here, they're all kind of close together. The highest one here is neon light, okay? And there was clearly a increase here in, September of 20 to the 26th, which I'm not sure why. It's not something that I can explain in 2020, but then it died down, and when it did die down, this little trend, it really recovered to the same levels it was previously before the high demand, which tells me that this is a stable product to sell, which basically means that I can expect consistent sales across the board without really expecting some really, really high days or some really, really low days, right? If I do experience really, really high days or really, really low days, it comes down to my advertising methods and not the actual traffic demand, okay? That's very, very important. Now, if we go over here to, my next link, which I want to show you guys here, is this is a tool that I personally own, the SEO kit. If you guys see here, neon lights, okay? And by the way, this tool is not open to the public. I mean, you could try to pay for it and sign up. It won't work. Neon lights, right? 49,000 searches per month, right? If we go back here and we take the keyword neon lights, which was the red bar, if you guys could see here, the red one, neon lights, you could see here it's underneath the blue one, right? And it's still kind of at a maintenance period from all the way from, let's see here, October 3rd of 2020 all the way up to, February, okay, or essentially today, right? It's still kind of at a maintenance period. And that maintenance period results in 49,000 searches per month or 50,000, right? So what that generally means is that this is a good market for us to move in because regardless of the high increase in demand and the dying down period, this dying down period has 49,000 searches per month. So that means there's a demand out there. There's a need for the product. So let's go ahead and take a look at what products we're actually going to be selling. And I want to go ahead and construct an idea in my mind for the next time or the next video that we create with us actually setting up parts of the theme. So I could search basic lighting, and I have to think, neon lights and lighting are two completely different things. So let me search for neon lights. Okay, so with our neon lights, we have different abilities, and I was actually thinking more of a product like this, but now that I see this, we can also use this too. So with our design, and I've spoke about this before, we need to categorize our products. We need to ideally think about what categories can our products fit in. Here are some fun style lights, right? Like we have hello, we have a banana, we have ice cream, we have a cactus. These are what I call fun style, for a casual environment. And We have a ring light here. We have a PlayStation light, which, by the way, we won't be selling this little PlayStation light. It might be trademarked by PlayStation, so I wouldn't take that risk, and I wouldn't recommend you guys taking that risk. Here we have some kind of, looks like some really high quality type, like a light or like some kind of belt or something like that, and it's flexible. And it could be up to 5 meters, and it's $15. This seems like pretty cool to me also. So this is a little bit more customizable. It seems like you can make your own signs with it. So this is something that I would sell also. So clearly I have two categories now. I have this, I guess you could say, I don't even know what this is called, but this is like a rope of light, right? We have that kind of category. And then we have this category of like signs, like neon light signs. Well, I can separate that into two categories now, so that when I use my Shopify theme, that's how I'm going to organize my Shopify store. I'll have a split banner, and if you guys don't know what a split banner is, just wait for tomorrow to show you. But we're going to have a split banner with the two different categories, and we're going to be using the Wolf of Shopify theme as always to help us boost our conversion rate and create some campaigns that's actually going to motivate our customers to buy, as opposed to just having them think we're a regular brand. We want to create scarcity. We want to create impulsivity. We want to create these things that motivate buyers. And even though this is artificial or manufactured scarcity or incentivization, things like that, every company does it, and there's no rules against it, right? So, if you show that you have limited stock, there's nothing wrong with that, really. You're just creating scarcity. It's almost like when you go to a JCPenney or a Kmart or a Best Buy, right? And they have a markup price of, let's say, $100 for the product, and then they say there's a sale of 40% off, and the product is $60. Okay, that product probably always MSRP'd for close to $60. It was never really $100, but that $100 is just a way to show people incentivization. So my idea is when we actually go ahead and create this store, and I know I'm speaking jargon right now, but we're going to create a split banner. We're going to be using the Wolf of Shopify theme, and I'll just pull it up right here, wolfofshopify.com. You click on this button right here, and we're going to be using this theme to create what we call a split banner. And I don't know if they have a picture of it here. I don't think they do, but maybe I could look through their gallery real quick. Here it is. A split banner looks something like this, where we have two different categories, and we're going to make those two different categories the main categories of our products. We could even include some cool upsells, and I'll show you guys how to do that also. But like I said, this is a series, and we're going to take one step at a time, one video at a time, with this whole entire setup. So you see the split banner, we're going to have somewhere on the left something like the string lights or the rope lights, and on the right we'll have the neon signs, and then on the top we'll have some kind of cool banner or something like that. But we're going to focus on that a little bit later in tomorrow's video, step by step. So I'll show you guys everything, and like I said, we're going to take everything step by step. And so if you guys are interested in coming along for the journey, the series, I'm happy to have you guys come along, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace.